Real quick, in other related transfers, we have West Ham have made an initial bid to sign Somerville from Leeds. However, Leeds still think they are short of West Ham is short of money. That's not the amount of money they expect West Ham to place. They haven't yet put out the exact money, but we see teams like AS Roma are also in one of those also one of those clubs that would want or have interest in the player. Then also your man Dan Ashworth, he says he made a few comments earlier on where he said Manchester United remains one of the biggest clubs in the world. The focus is on getting back to being among the best on the pitch. Together with Omar Berrada and his new leadership, we will not rest until we achieve this. So you see, that's one other thing that Manchester United fans have to smile about, courtesy of the Ineos crew. Yeah, they're trying to make things move on well, Josh.
Yes, yeah, it is a well-received message. He said it all. I mean, that is the list that we can expect. For a very long time, we had problems with the product that was feeding the club. Yeah, the product that was feeding the club was not that good. It was not well taken care of. We spent a lot of money, but not in the right places. We had a couple of managers, but only to appease the New York Stock Exchange. I mean, it has not been good for a very long time. So I mean, when you hear messages like that from Dan Ashworth and Omar Barada and Ineos as a whole, it's a fresh of breath air.
I know for Manchester United fans, and I'm sure they are very happy with the activity that is happening. We talked about on Saturday. We did talk about Kubo's move to Liverpool from Real Madrid. Sorry, from Real Sociedad. But you know, Madrid Perez is a very, 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 very good president, and for that transfer to happen, Madrid has a what sell-on clause of over 50%, meaning if the transfer is 60 million euros, as it's been rumored to be, Madrid will be getting 30 million euros, half of that.
Wow.
And I don't know whether that is going to happen. Yeah, so anyway, let's wait and see. Still, former, I would call him former Tottenham because right now I know they haven't made the official announcement, but Pierre-Emile is likely to join, or is going to join Marseille on a 4-year contract. He's currently going under his medical as things are. And also Man City are considering a move for the Crystal Palace and England forward, Eze. And you know, his price is around, he's tagged at around 68 million pounds. I think it's too much.
Who wants Eze?
Man City. Sorry, Man City.
Yeah, Eze is quite a player. He's but I don't see how Crystal Palace is going to sell Olise and Eze in the same window.
I know.
And
don't
remain competitive. Unless they get really big money from Eze.
Yeah, well, he's 68 million.
Bayern Munich paid 50 for Olise.
Yeah, they already have money, by the way. They already have money. You see, teams like Aston Villa also are pulling. I think they just paid 50 million euros for
Onana.
Yeah.
Amadou Onana. I know.
I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that. I never
by the way,
thought. At first I thought it was just a Roma.
Yeah, but with Aston Villa, I don't understand.
And Onana is good, by the way.
No, he's good for Aston Villa. As in, I almost cried when I heard that. United,
yeah, that was a rumor that United were into.
You know, there was those pundits like after games, yeah. And Onana has played, say, Everton has played against Crystal Palace, and Onana has managed to, knock the ball here and there.
Those are the pundits that Woodward used to listen to.
Yes, then you hear them say that Manchester United need a player like Onana. I'm like, oh, please, I do not want another Fellaini.
Well, moving on, another related transfer news, we have Manchester United still confident in the race for Chido Obi Martin. Chido has been approached by Manchester United, teams from German like Dortmund and Frankfurt. He's gone there. He's toured the stadiums. He's toured the facilities, and it looks like he's really happy with
Taken
what
up.
he saw
He saw at
at
United,
Carrington and
Carrington.
United as a whole. Yeah, and well, it looks like we might Manchester United might get him. I say we
I
guys. I'm
really
sorry
hope
because
we do get him,
Josh.
because
Let me
if you're
first say
60,
this. I say we because I'm also a Manchester United fan. But guys, do not worry. I'm
oh,
objective. I do not take
so am
sides.
I. So is
I'm
every.
not like Josh.
Hey, wait. So am I. I'm
Anyway,
very objective, but
what do you
the
think
thing
about
is,
Chido Obi?
Chido Obi Martin. We
Mm,
talked about Chido Obi Martin, but for a player who is 6'2" and you're 16
mm,
and you're scoring, he scored 32 goals in 20 games.
yeah.
32 goals in 20 games, as in that's quite for the under 18s. You see, the under 18s Premier League is just a
Mm,
tier down the Premier League. I mean, that is not
correct.
so bad for a 16-year-old who is already that huge. Imagine
Well,
how we will look at 18. So I hope that United do snatch him up from under Arsenal's fingernails, and yeah, in 2 years we can say we do have another Van Persie.
bro, man, you're pulling strings. You're putting him way up there. But anyway, as you said, in 2 years,
No,
you never know anything can happen. Well, moving on
yeah,
real fast, Rafael Varane has finished his move to Como to join Fabregas, and it looks like Fabregas was really the main man here to convince Rafael to join him. Those that don't know, Fabregas was confirmed last week as the new manager of Como. What do you think about this? Does he need this? He signed a 2 year deal, by the way, with an option to extend until 2027.
yeah. I believe he's a good friend. He did it more for Fabregas than himself.
Mm,
I mean, to go and play at Como to
mm.
maybe galvanize the boys and put up
Experience. Mm,
a solid team for Fabregas going into the season.
mm, mm. Yeah. Okay. By the way, and do you think Fabregas is going to prosper? Do you see him pulling Xabi Alonso?
I
Is,
do. I
yeah.
do believe. I do believe in the child because. Oh, sorry. I do believe in him because when I saw Fabregas as a child,
Mm,
he was so mature at 16 in that Community Shield game against Man United. The
mm.
boy came on alongside Patrick Vieira, and you would see Patrick Vieira took to him like he was
Legends
taking
in the
care.
Premier League
Yeah,
and
he
for
was
Arsenal
taking
too.
care of a real gem. So his football
Mm,
brain has always been up there, and I see him doing well. I see him doing well at in his management career. It may not be at Como, but I do believe he will do well. He has interesting ideas I've had.
I'm I'm only worried the kind of football he would like to introduce to Italy and the kind of league that they are going to be playing in. I don't see that happening. You know.
Well, the good thing with playing football in Italy is tactically they're very sound. Arguably the best there is in all the five leagues across Europe. They're
Italy has
very
very good
tactical
defenders, by the
in,
way.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, they're very tactical in approach. So if he can pick up on the tactical development in his management style, I think he can manage to put his ideas across.
Okay,
But then you
moving
have to
on.
know that when you're coaching a smaller team,
Mm.
the resources that you have, the type, the players that you have, yeah, you have to adjust and adapt to
Yeah,
even
well,
manage to play in the league.
that's correct. Thank you, Josh. Also still on Manchester United. In other related transfer news, they did inform Fiorentina that they will not be triggering the 20 million euro buyout clause for Sofian Amrabat, which I think is very good because you have kids. The one that Richard, the one that we just talked about, he's still
Richard
young.
Rios, yes,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
still young. 24 years, and you see
Yes,
he's just only 17
17
million
million pounds.
pounds. I mean, I
Yeah,
would also,
and
unless Sofian is staying on loan, which I also don't think he really did perform very well. It's best you let him go, take off the
it,
wages, bring a fresh blood in.
but the thing though is, Man United did not trigger the mandatory mandatory clause of
Mm,
because we did not want to pay 20 million euros, but we are open to negotiate with Fiorentina for Sofian Amrabat. So if we are buying Amrabat for say 12 million pounds, say maybe 15 million euros or 10 million euros, we
mm.
get him off their books. We can still do a deal for him,
Yeah,
but I
but
would still
anyway,
prefer my Richard
exactly.
Rios.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Torino have reached an agreement to sign Che Adams on a transfer, on a free transfer, according to Di Marzio. Then we have. Uh, did you see this ridiculous rumor that has been going on? But anyway, it's mail spot that De Bruyne has agreed personal terms with Al Ittihad. I mean, it has been
It has
rubbished
been
completely.
denied. Sources
Yeah,
from Saudi Arabia have denied it.
yeah, I think it's really it's rubbish. Honestly speaking, I don't know why anyone would do that.
Yeah, but
It's
I
rubbish.
would
It's not
think
true.
that City can let go of Kevin De Bruyne. It's time for him to move on.
Mm,
He spent like 2 seasons at Man City with say in a season, if it would average 2 seasons, he would play 60 games. He's played maybe 30.
mm.
Yeah, in across 2 seasons. So it would be okay for Man City to let him go and maybe make some money off him. Though Saudi Arabia, they're more interested in Moussa Diaby
Yeah,
from
they want.
Aston
By the
Villa.
way, I think it's always done, but that's a very very surprising. And they paid a lot,
Very,
a huge. I
very
don't know why you would do
surprising.
that. I think it's for the money. It's for the money because
Not
they
even
paid
just the
50
money,
million
but
euros.
Aston. Maybe he fell out with Unai Emery because
But even if he
Unai
fell
Emery
out
has
with,
already replaced him with Unai. Yeah,
yeah, but okay, even if he fell out, okay, yeah, it's true they've already replaced him, but I
they've
mean,
already
unless that,
replaced him. But I mean,
yeah,
even if I
are the
would say
agents
that maybe
sleeping?
he fell
His
out with
agent is
Unai
sleeping.
because they're pushing him out. They're pushing him
I
out.
know, but his agent is also sleeping. But maybe he also wants to go there, as I've said, for the money.
Yeah,
Because, bro,
yeah.
anyway,
Plus, Aston
uh,
Villa is getting good money selling him 50 million.
yeah, 50 million euros. That's a lot of money. Well, Reigns have submitted a proposal for Verona's Jackson. I don't know how to pronounce the other name. It's very, is it? I'm not going to say it, but anyhow, he's forward and plays for the Cameroon national team, and looks like Reigns is into him, and negotiations are ongoing. It's very good to see that some countries are also going
Cameroonians,
for, yeah, for a
some
few, I
Africans
think,
are
some
making
Africans,
news.
but that's expected when it comes to France or the French league. You know,
Yes.
it's expected. What else? I think that's all we have for today. Calafiori, he looks set to sign for Arsenal very soon. Borussia Dortmund have made contact with Man City to discuss Jan Koto deal conditions because Dortmund are not ready to pay his release clause, that is 40 million euros. So negotiations are ongoing. Dortmund's plan is to pay around 20 to 25 maximum. Che Adams, we've talked about him. Inaki Williams is still interested in joining Barcelona. Barcelona also wants to sign him. I don't know. Josh. You had told me earlier about a Chelsea
I,
player,
I don't
a
think
player wanted by Chelsea.
But I don't think Inaki Williams is going to go to Barcelona.
Why? Yeah.
For crying out loud, they're getting rid of Rafinha. As in, they can't be interested in Inaki Williams. Inaki Williams just wants to tug on his brother's card.
No, sorry, not
Yeah.
Inaki. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I said Inaki. Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah.
guys. Sorry, Nico Williams.
Oh, Nico.
Nico. That's why I was wondering why you're laughing. Guys, whoever is watching, sorry, I apologize. Nico Williams. I
I
was
can't
wondering why you're
imagine him.
laughing.
Even Inaki Williams does not see. Once his agent tells him that Barcelona Barcelona is interested in you, he will just call it. He'll just tell him that's a
Bro,
bluff.
guys, I'm sorry to everyone who's watching. It's Nico Williams. No wonder
No
Joshua's
worries though.
yo. No wonder you're laughing. But yeah, you told me. By the
Uh,
way, Everton looks like Everton. I don't know why they did reject United's offer. It seems it's only United that had concrete interest in their player,
Brantwaite, yeah,
Gerard Braithwaite. Yeah, and
Brantwaite.
if Braithwaite is not coming, or rather leaving Everton, because this price tag is 70 million pounds to 80 million pounds with add-ons. United
That's
stepped out.
crazy.
There was a
You
rumor
know,
with Chelsea. Chelsea distanced themselves, and looks
you
like
know.
White is going to stay with Everton. They
Yeah,
have
let him stay.
they have
Let him.
nothing to do but to give him a better deal.
Yeah, but they still don't have the money to. As in, they should just cut They should just let him go. Let the boy go
Mm.
and play for United. Because in next season we shall come for him if we don't get delete,
And cheaply,
and we
but
shall
I think
get
we're
him
going.
at 50 bido. You know the new the recently introduced profit and sustainability rules in the
Mm,
Premier League have gotten all teams a bit worry about their expenditure. You know,
mm,
most of the teams are cautious about the transactions that they're doing. Um, they are very calculative and they want a fair price. You remember the windows before where players would be going for 80 million euros and
I
stuff like
know.
that too. Yeah, this window most players the most a player is going for is
Clubs.
50 million euros.
Yeah, and it's very good that that is happening because that's why I think rather sorry that's why I still think either Napoli reduces that 130 million euros or they stay with their victor. And Italy has
Okay,
that tendency. Do you know Lazio?
ADL De Laurentiis is quite a
He's crazy.
negotiator. He's crazy. It's
He's
very
a tough guy.
difficult to negotiate
You
with.
know,
He's
they've
a
missed.
very
I think
tough
it's
guy.
Napoli. I remember teams like
But even
Napoli,
equally PSG, equally PSG is asking for a lot
Ugarte
of money
for
for
Ugarte.
Ogate. So is
I know.
Benfica asking a lot of money for Yao Neves.
That's a lot of money for Neves, by the way. A lot of
Yeah,
money.
but you know what Benfica does when they get them young and they start to play, they sign professional
See how
contracts,
much.
then
See how
they
much
have
Chelsea paid for
ridiculous
Enzo
release
Fernandez.
clauses. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said. See how much Chelsea paid for Enzo Fernandez, bro. I didn't think
Yes.
they were going to play
Yes.
that. But it's very good that this season teams are turning down or clubs are turning down, and they
Yeah.
are walking away. And I'm so happy United walked away from the White's
Yeah.
deal and opted for a
A
cheaper
better player.
option and better
Oh,
player
let's
as
say a
well.
better player.
Uh, no, cheaper and better player. I'll say cheaper because it's a bit cheaper, but
Oh
he's
yeah.
very,
Oh
very
yeah.
good. Very,
Yeah.
very good. And as I was saying, Italian teams have that tendency because you look, Lazio lost. Did they lose? How much? How much was
SMS.
paid for Savic?
Sergei Milankovic.
Yeah,
I don't
how
remember
much?
I don't quite
But it was
remember the
less
figure.
compared
Yeah,
to
but it was less than
they were once given a
e-
bid of 80 million euros. Sorry,
yes,
pounds, I
yes.
think, and it was turned down because they wanted
Even
100.
United was rumored to have interest in Belotti at a certain point from
Belotti,
Torino.
yeah,
Yeah,
from Torino. I
for
think they did
ridiculous
that time.
amounts of money.
They got Lukaku,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that time
before
they
we
got
got Lukaku.
Lukaku. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course, United did pay a lot of money for Lukaku, around 90 something, but Torino was saying 100, 110, ridiculous, and
yeah.
freely
We.
he moved on. I don't know whether
uh,
they think about that sometimes and regret. So it's the same thing I see with Napoli. If they're not serious, if PSG walks away from this deal, Victor has to perform twice. He has to put up
yeah.
a performance twice he did last year. He has to put up a
Yeah, but
very, very good
sometimes De
performance
Laurentiis
to stay in the
is
news.
not making the price high for the money. He's making the price high to make sure you cannot afford to buy the player.
Yeah. Anyway,
He's
there's
that
also
type
that.
of guy. Yeah.
Mm. Well, thank you so much, everyone who's watching Sports Jazz. I have Josh with me. We've been going through the transfer news. We've talked about Manchester United that are still and currently dominating the transfer news. We've talked about Arsenal, they are also picking up pace. Liverpool, I don't know what's happening. Chelsea, it's a graveyard. Man City, they did sign Savi. And I see they want to go. I don't know if it's true. They want to go in for the 68 million pounds rated a player for Crystal Palace. That's easy, and English player
Yeah.
as well. I don't. I still think that's way too high. And no one is going in for Mark Guehi or Gehi, as
McGahey,
someone will
yeah,
call him. Yeah.
I had some news today about McGahey, and I was like, oh, but Isaac's guy is here.
I know.
Someone wants him, but when I read the story, I didn't much believe it because it was he was rumored to go to Arsenal.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so
That's why you didn't believe it, bro. They
I
are
didn't
pulling
believe it
strings. They're
one
already
bit.
going to sign. They're going to sign
Calafiori.
Calafieri. Yeah,
Yeah, but Calafiori is a player who can fit into
the
the
Arsenal.
system of
Mm.
Mikel Arteta. But much as Gehi is good, but he does not have the football brain without the blackboard. So
Anyway,
I don't think
it's been a pleasure,
Arteta
guys.
would be
Josh
pulling
with
him.
me. I myself, Isaac. Sports Jazz, guys. Please do subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those that have been streaming with us right from the start to the end, we really, really appreciate you. Please, again, don't stop subscribing. Like our videos, share our videos, and we are very soon. The Premier League is about. The Premier League will be starting. We also have the Community Shield game coming very
Shield.
soon, and we will be streaming that as well. And yeah, Josh, I think that's it. Please say something, one or two words. Guitar is missing, guys. Guitar is missing. Our
Yeah,
pan is
guys,
not
thanks
full,
for watching, and
but we
shout
are going to
outs
drag him here.
to everyone who will come on later after the live stream. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe and like our videos.
All right, signing out, guys. It's been a pleasure once again. Sports Jazz, Isaac, and Josh. See you very soon. Cheers. Tomorrow, same time.